of your best friends, and I want you to write 3 words why they're your best friend. It could be because they're nice, they're trusting, they're funny. Just 3 words of why they're your best friend. Okay, time's up. Sabrina, I think it's your right. And then why? And then what are your 3 words? Did you write them? Okay, you can share. Nice. Okay, Graham, how about you?
Benjamin, Ethan, and David. Benjamin because he's silly. Ethan because he is cool. David just because he's silly. He laughs all the time.
Okay.
Drawing.
All right. And Allie, who are your 3 people?
Sophie, Josie, Sabrina.
Sophie, Josie, Sabrina, and Caitlin. Who'll share your 3 people?
Sabrina.
Okay, and then can you share 1 word?
Funny. Fun.
All right, now I want you to put your pencils down and give Miss Lalagaban your note card. Now I need you to put your pencils down. Now I'm gonna put, and I want you guys are gonna work in pairs. So I need you to spread your cards out. Yeah, just spread your cards out. And once you're done spreading your cards out, look at me. I need you to listen and to look at me because this is an important instruction. And now, we're going to read about Washington's cabinet. And in fact, I need you to listen. And then what you're going to do is that you are going to match the picture to its turn. And you will know if you are listening to our story, and then after our story we're going to discuss about it. Nod your head if you understand. Alright. There once was a president named George Washington who led the executive branch of the government. Making sure the country runs according to the law was his job requirement. So he realized there was a lot to do, so he picked 4 best men that he met. These men were trusting, helpful, and compassionate, and so he called this man his cabinet. Alright, keep listening. Washington gave each man a job to do. He chose Thomas Jefferson to be the Secretary of State. When America didn't get along with other nations, Jefferson would come to the rescue. Next, Washington chose Alexander Hamilton to be Secretary of Treasury. Hamilton put all of his effort and energy to take care of the nation's money. Then Washington picked Henry Knox to be Secretary of War. Knox did anything necessary to lead the United States military. Okay, keep listening. Washington chose Edmund Randolph to be Attorney General. Randolph was in charge of making sure the people obeyed the national laws in order to prevent any crimes. Hamilton and Knox and Randolph formed Washington's cabinet. This Lalagaban is going to call you one by one. I'm going to ask you some questions. So I'll start with Sabrina. Sabrina, who was the Secretary of State? Thomas Jefferson. That's right. Graham, who was Secretary of War? Now, Allie, who was the Attorney General? Randolph. Now, Caitlin, sorry. Who was the president during this time?
George Washington.
Who was Washington's cabinet, Graham? During that. So now, who was Secretary of Treasury? Alexander Hamilton. And now, all right, put your hands on your laps. I'm going to ask you another question. Now, this is a type of question that requires you to think. Use your noggin, all right? Sabrina, who do you think would deal with closing of a military base? Which person would be in charge of the military? Henry Knox. Why? And what was his job? That's right. Graham, who do you think is in charge of printing money? What was his job?
He was in charge of all the nation's money, like making them and
All right, Allie. Who was the Secretary of State? And what was his job?
he helped Americans and other nations get along.
That's right. Now, who was the Attorney General? And what was his responsibility?
He was in charge of making people obey martial law.
Right. And now, eyes up here. All of these report to them, including the president, who was the president during this time?
George Washington.
George Washington. And he led which branch of government?
Executive.
The executive branch. And so he realized, and eyes up here, he realized he couldn't do this job alone. And so he asked his best friends to help him. And all of this, each president now has this word called a cabinet. Can you say cabinet? Cabinet. And these helpful men were honest and true, and that helped George Washington give advice to help run the country. Yeah, cabinet. That's what the president calls his group of helpers. His cabinet. That's right. We're going to take turns matching the picture to its turn. All right. Who would like to go first? All right. So it's like a memory game. So the president. Who was the president during this time? Washington. So we need to look for Washington. Oh no! But who? Do you remember who Henry Knox was? Yes, that's right. He was in charge of the military. Allie, your turn. Alexander Hamilton. What was his job? So that was called Secretary of. No, he was in charge of money. So Secretary of Treasury. All right. So look for Secretary of Treasury. You made a match! Good job, Allie. Here you go.
Is it my turn?
Yes, now it's your turn.
I got it. I remember that.
Hey.
Try not to pick any of the bigger ones.
Was Edmund Randolph the Attorney General? Yes, he was. Okay.
So in our chance, go.
Was he the Secretary of State? You sure? You are right.